Killers. Lonnie David Franklin Jr., Grim Sleeper. The story of Lonnie David Franklin Jr., known as the Grim Sleeper, is one of the most unsettling cases to emerge from Los Angeles, not only because of the crimes, but because how long they went unnoticed. Franklin's crimes began in the mid-1980s in South Los Angeles. His victims were primarily young women, many of them whom were vulnerable and living on the margins of society. Over time, a pattern formed. Victims were found in alleys or dumpsters, often shot with the same firearm. Then, suddenly, the killings appeared to stop. For years, there was silence. This long gap between murders is what led investigators to eventually call the unknown suspect the Grim Sleeper. After the apparent break, the killings resumed in the early 2000s, following a similar pattern. Despite the similarities, the connection between the earlier and later crimes wasn't immediately recognized, allowing the killer to continue operating in the same area. The case also raised difficult questions about attention and resources. Many of his victims were from underserved communities, and critics argued that the investigations did not receive the urgency they might have if the victims had come from more visible backgrounds. The breakthrough came decades later, not through traditional detective work alone, but through advances in DNA technology. In 2012, investigators used a controversial method called familial DNA searching. Instead of matching DNA directly to a suspect, they found a partial match to a relative. That lead eventually pointed to Franklin. When police searched his home, they uncovered undisturbing evidence, including photographs of numerous women. Many of them were never identified, suggesting the scope of his crimes might have been even larger than confirmed. In 2016, Franklin was convicted of multiple counts of murder. He was sentenced to death for killing 10 women, though he is suspected in additional cases. Franklin died in prison in 2020 while awaiting execution. Grim Sleeper case is remembered not just for the crimes themselves, but for what it revealed about gaps in the system, how victims can be overlooked, how patterns can be missed, and how crucial advancements in forensic science can be in finally uncovering the truth. It remains a stark reminder that sometimes justice is delayed for years, but persistence and new technology can still bring answers to light.